What is compound interest? Compound interest is interest calculated on the initial principal, which also includes all of the formula. A for total of amount after n years, P for principal or original value, R for rate or interest per annum, N for number of years the money invested. K equal 3.2%, M equal 2, T equal 4, K equal 6%, M equal 4, T equal 12 minus 4. I equal K over M, which is 0.032 over 6 equals 0.016. N equal M times T equal 2 times 4 equal 8. I equal K over M, which is 0.06 over 4 equals 0.015. N equal M times T equal 4 times 8, which is 32. For S1 equal P1 bracket 1 plus I bracket N. 20,000 bracket 1 plus 0.016 bracket 8. 20,000 bracket 1.016 bracket 8. 20,000 bracket 1.135402023 bracket equal to 708.04046 for P2. For S2 equal P2 bracket 1 plus I bracket N equal to 708.04046 bracket 1 plus 0.015 bracket 32 equal to 708.04046 bracket 1.015 bracket 32 equal to 708.04046 bracket 1.61032 bracket equal RM 35,567.31.
At this question, we use S equal P bracket 1 plus I bracket N. Given 35,000 bracket 1 plus 0.07 over 4 bracket 4 bracket 8 9 over 12 bracket. So the answer will be 6,235.14. Balance is 64,235.14 negative 5,000. The answer is 59,235.14. 59,235.14.
Energy is a serial mail. Insurance policies or withdrawals made at equal intervals of time. Example, shop rental, insurance policy premium, annual dividends received, installment payments, and loan repayments. The payments are made at the end of each payment period. The interest and payments periods are of the same interval. The first and last payment are fixed. Here list important formulas related to energy calculation. Future value of energy is S equal R bracket 1 plus I bracket n negative 1 over I bracket, where R is periodic payment of the same value, I interest period. N is number of interest periods or payment. For present value of energy is A equal R bracket 1 negative bracket 1 plus I bracket negative N over I bracket. For foregone energy with N equal payments, the amount at the end of N interest period is S equal R bracket 1 plus I bracket N negative 1 over I bracket 1 plus I bracket N negative N. To solve for predict payment, R equal SI over bracket 1 plus I bracket N negative 1 if future value of energy S is known. R equal AI over 1 negative bracket 1 plus I bracket N if the present value of energy A is known. The number of payment N or interest rate per interest period I can also be solved if the future value of energy S or present value of energy A is known. Amortization of a debt refers to a sequence of equal payments at equal intervals of the time to discharge the principal and interest of the debt. An amortization schedule is a table showing the distribution of principal and interest payments for the various periodic payments. A sinking fund is a separate fund created by a debtor to deposit a series of periodic payment which amounts to the original loan. The creditor will receive periodic interest and the full loan will only be settled at the end of the loan term. Future value of energy with continuous compounding. S equal R bracket E K T negative 1 over E K over P negative 1 bracket.
So for the question 2, one earner needs to pay 300 ringgit every month for a loan of 14,680 and 12 cents from the EF Bank at 17 compounded monthly. A. Calculate the number of equal payments required. So as we can see from the question, we need to use the formula which A equals to R. So the most important things is we need to list out the information given. For example, we know that R is 300 ringgit and A is 14,680 and 12 cent ringgit. So the I is K over M. So the K for this question is 70%, and we need to convert it to the 0.17. So the M is compounded monthly, which is compounded monthly is 1 year, so that we have a 12 month in a year. So the M is 12. And we need to find the N and let N equals to T. So we need to put the informations inside the formula, which you can see from what I do is I solve one by one so that we don't miss anything and forgot the information. So in this situation, I already put the information in the formula. Then, so after we put all of the informations to the formula, we need to solve it to get the N. So first thing first, you need to convert the 0.17 over 12 to the decimal points. which is, as you can see from here, 0.17 over 12. I convert it to the 1.01416 and so on. Only use the calculator to convert 0.17 over 12 to the decimal points. It is make us too easier to solve life. So from what I solve, I move one by one so that we don't get confused when we get n, because in this situation we always got confused because too many numbers in this solve. And then if we want to get n, we need to use log. For example, if we put negative n to the front, we need to put negative n, then you put log, then continue with the decimal points. So from here, as we can see, it is easier to get the n. So negative n equals to log 0.30 and so on, and over log 101416667. So from this, negative n equals to negative the answer of this. So the two sides have negative. When the two sides have two negative, we can remove them and get the n equals to, then n equals to the answers. So when we got the answers is n equals to 84, and that is the final answers of this question. So the continue of the question 2 is part B. It says that if one earner failed to pay the first 6 monthly payments, how much should she pay on the 7th payment to settle the outstanding arrears? So for these questions, I use the formula S equals to R, and then we know that R is 300 from the previous questions, and I is also the same from the previous questions, which means K over M and 0.17 over 12. We know that K equals to 0.17 and M is 12. And from the questions, it says that how much should she pay on the 7th payment. So means that n equals to 7. So from what I do is, I put all of the information in the formula. And I also change the 0.17 over 12 to the decimal points, so that we don't easily make mistake, especially in solving it. So from this, we know that the final answer is 2,191.39 cents.